All right, let's dive into an app called Aivour. It's built on this one really powerful idea that all the most important parts of your daily life, they're secretly talking to each other. And to see what I mean, let's just start with a simple question. So let me ask you something, and it might sound a little weird at first. How does the number of hours you slept last night have anything to do with what you buy today? I mean, they feel like they're from completely different worlds, right? Sleep and spending? But what if there's a direct, measurable link between them? That's exactly the kind of hidden connection we're going to dig into. So why is it so hard for us to see these connections in our own lives? Well, this quote from Aivour's creators really hits the nail on the head. We think we know why we do things, we have our reasons. But the truth is, we often miss what's really driving our choices. We tell ourselves one story, but our data, it often tells a completely different one. And this really gets to the heart of the problem Aivour is trying to fix. Right now, most of us track our lives in these fragmented silos. You've got your fitness app over here, your calorie counter over there, your budget app somewhere else, and none of them talk to each other. The whole idea with Aivour is to break down those walls, to create one single place where all that data can finally connect and tell the whole story. This idea of a unified view brings us right to the app's core philosophy. It's all about realizing that our health, our food, and our finances aren't separate battles we have to fight. They're all part of the very same system. See, the thing is, our habits are pretty much running the show, right? Most of what we do every day is on autopilot. Something happens in our environment, that's the cue, and boom, we act, usually without even thinking about it. So if you want to change a behavior, you first have to figure out what the cue is that kicks the whole thing off. And that right there is the central idea. Your well-being, what you're eating, and your bank account. They aren't three different problems. Nope. They are all part of one single interconnected system. And when you do something in one area, it creates ripples that spread through all the others. Okay, so how does Aivour actually organize this big interconnected system? Well, it's all built on three core pillars. First up, we have pillar number 1, well-being. This is kind of the foundation. It's all about tracking the state of your body and your mind, gathering that fundamental data on how you're actually doing. The whole point here is to make gathering data totally effortless. You know, the app just hooks up with the health devices you might already be using, and it automatically pulls in stuff like your sleep quality, your steps, your heart rate. And you can also log things like how much coffee or alcohol you're having to get that full, honest picture of your physical state. Pillar number 2 is nutrition. Pretty straightforward. This is all about the fuel you put into your body. And as you can imagine, this has a massive impact on your well-being and, as we're about to see, on your finances too. And look, we all know tracking food can be a total pain, right? So the focus here is using AI to make it way, way easier. We're talking about AI whipping up meal plans for you, or being able to just snap a photo of your plate to estimate the macros. It can even scan your grocery receipts to log everything automatically. It just removes all that tedious work. And now for the third pillar. And this is the one that really brings it all together in a super unique way. Finance. Yep, we're tracking your financial health right next to your physical health.
So yeah, it does the standard stuff like tracking your budget and expenses, but the real magic is how it's all connected. For example, that shopping list your meal plan just made, it can instantly tell you what it's going to do to your budget. It makes the financial consequences of your lifestyle choices totally visible, right in the moment.
Okay, so you've got all this data from 3 completely different parts of your life, all sitting in one place. How on earth do you find the important connections? Well, that's where the AI engine comes in. The brain behind the whole operation is this idea called cross-domain correlation. It's a fancy term, but all it really means is that the AI is built to find real statistical patterns that connect one area of your life, say your well-being, to another, like your finances. It turns all your observations into mathematical proof using your own data. So here's a classic example of what it might find. It could notice that when your sleep debt, how much sleep you've missed out on, goes up, so does your impulse spending. And the amazing thing is, the AI isn't just guessing. It's spotting this exact pattern in your personal data, turning that vague feeling you might have into a cold, hard fact. And it's not just about those big aha moments. The AI also handles all the little annoying stuff. It does the tedious work, like reading your receipts or recognizing food in pictures, and you can even just chat with it, like, ask my weight, and it'll tell you. It's all about making your own data easy to get to and understand. All right, so the app tells you, hey, when you don't sleep well, you spend more money. That's fascinating, right? But what do you actually do about it? That's what this final part is all about, turning that knowledge into actual real-world change. The way to think about it is like a feedback loop. Step 1, the AI helps you spot a pattern, let's say late night snacking. Step 2, and here's the key. Instead of just fighting the urge to snack, you go upstream. You work on the root cause, like improving your sleep schedule. And then, step 3, you check back in and remeasure. Did it work? Is the snacking and the spending down? So once the AI points out a trigger, like, hey, scrolling on your phone after 11 p.m. seems to be connected to your bad sleep, you can set up a super simple if-then plan. This is a real psychological technique that works wonders. If I catch myself scrolling after 11, then I will get up and put my phone in the kitchen. Because you've already made the decision ahead of time, you don't have to rely on willpower when you're tired. And really, that's the big question this whole idea leaves us with. What are the invisible habits, the hidden scripts that are running your life right now? Once you start connecting the dots between how you feel, what you eat, and how you spend, what patterns are just waiting there for you to find them?